sweet mother of molasses. You know it's bad when I have a separate video about the Pirates a few days before the next episode of Tailgate Talks drops, which, by the way, and also, you know it's bad when Bryce is actually going to be on next week, and yet we're still doing a separate video. You know that's when it's bad.
Not much is going to change from now to then anyway.
Exactly. But here's the thing. We can't wait any longer. And Bryce made a good point before we started recording. So I have two lights in my room. One to the left, to my left, and the one to my right. The one on the right, obviously orange. On the left, not orange. Hot, cold. Hot, cold. Hot, cold. Sounds familiar?
If you can just turn all the way to your left real quick so your whole face is white, yeah, that's the Pirates right now. Like, keep leaning into it. That's the Pirates right now. Yeah.
First of all, this is the first time we're discussing on any platforms that Paul Skeens got called up. But in reality, does it really matter? They won that game, but they shouldn't have. Let's be real.
Dude, like I said, his splinker looked good. His curveball looked good. His slider looked good. His fastball was quick. He could locate a little better. I'm telling you, with all those attributes, in 2 years, that guy, I mean, he's gonna be a Dodger.
You did say that. I don't even know where to begin. But
would you like me to begin? Because I can go right now. I got all my notes in line. I'm ready to roll.
Here, I think we should at least start with Paul Skeens' debut. Paul Skeens looked good.
Wonderful.
Then when he got taken out, even here's the thing, might be a hot take. Kyle Nicholas looked fine when he came in for the first two batters he faced. He looked fine. After that, I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what happened
sometimes. I mean, not by any means am I a professional coach whatsoever. At all. They know way more than I do. But from the outside looking in, if your guy's struggling, I don't know. Maybe after he throws 8 straight balls, you go out and talk to him instead of just pull him and let him hang. Or here's another good idea. Make the change before he walks 4 guys in a row.
I'm gonna look up the stats for that game real quick.
I know he only threw 5 or 6 strikes out of 20-something pitches.
Yeah. I want to say this to the city of Pittsburgh and the fans of the Pittsburgh Pirates. It is about time you guys voiced your displeasure, not on Twitter, not just on Twitter, but at the games as well. Thank you for chanting Fire Shelton. It is about damn time. Where was everybody when the team was just awful in 2019, when they were awful? Well, nobody was there in 2020. 2021 and 2022. Wait, you could have chanted Fire Shelton. You could have chanted Sell the Team, because everybody knows Bob Nutting's not a good owner. Everybody knows that. So it's about time the fans chanted Fire Shelton, and it was loud. It was loud. You could hear it. So finally,
that's for sure.
Finally.
You want to hear a fun fact real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
I pulled out the Xbox 360 yesterday. Brandon and my brother wanted to play. We have the MLB 2010 game, and we made a franchise just for fun. Do you want to take a guess who had the lowest salary cap in 2010?
Pirates.
No, actually, no. The Padres. The Pirates were the second lowest. It has been 14 years and not much has changed.
But looking at the Pirates won 10-9, and it was like a 2-hour rain delay or something like that.
Yeah.
Kutch was okay. He's 2 for 4. His trot around the bases was hilarious.
Yeah.
O'Neal Cruz. Hey. Let's get positives here. O'Neal Cruz is starting to pick it up. He is starting to pick it up. I don't think he's a leadoff batter. I think he is. I think even when Brian Hayes comes back, I think you keep O'Neal Cruz at the third spot. That's just my opinion, at least.
I'll agree. I think Cruz has got to be 3, 2 or 3. Him and Reynolds kind of interchangeable.
Yeah.
You really don't have a leadoff hitter though. That's the issue.
Ignore that weird cut. So Yasmani Grindal, right? It was I can't even remember who hit it, but hit it to right. Fielded pretty nicely by Reynolds. Cruz from short runs all the way to the first baseline, which I don't know what's going on with this defensive position. I don't know why Cruz was there. Probably because of his arm, I guess. I don't know. Cruz gets the ball quickly, throws it in, perfect throw, and all Grandal had to do was hold on to the tag, and he doesn't. And the Cubs scored. I was mad. I was furious. But Grandal made up for it with the home run. He made up for it. The home run was awesome. It was like he took his anger out on that ball. And then Andrew McCutchen homered, and then yeah. So that was that game. Very frustrating. And this is how the runs went for once they took Skeens out. This is how the home runs went, or the Cubs runs went. So 1, 2, 3, 4 walks in a row that gave the Cubs runs. What the hell? What the hell?
It's the Little League Pirates.
Yep. Now today's game. Aroldis Chapman can get off my team anytime he wants. I'll wait. But Connor Joe hit a home run in the 10th that made the league go to 5-4. But it was too late. And I'm gonna have a take that some people might like, some people may not like. It's gonna come to a shock to many people that if you have watched this show since the beginning, it's gonna be a shock to you. So this is gonna be the take I'm gonna be saying right now. Brian Reynolds is not playing to his contract standards. He's not. When we needed him most today, it was a dribbler to the pitcher, and I believe that was a fielder's choice, right? I believe because I remember Cruz was the last out.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So Reynolds not playing to his standards. But Bryce, I know you have a list of things you want to get off your chest, so the floor is yours.
All right, Rowdy Tellez sucks. Cut him. This guy is he's had 2 good seasons at that. Why did we ever think that he was going to come in and just magically turn around?
Real quick, why the heck did we pick Rowdy Tellez over Carlos Santana?
The guy that was going to cost a little bit more that wanted to be on the team, we let go. The guy that literally has had 1 full season where he's done something 3 years ago, we decided to take him. He batted .214 last year. .214.
Hey, we don't do that here.
It's trash.
What exactly do we not do here? Hit? Yeah, we know.
We don't hit. We say it to the high school guys all of the time. Once again, not an accredited professional coach. A lot harder to hit a 95 mile per hour fastball than it is to hit a 75 mile an hour fastball. But you have to have productive outs to win games. That means if there's a runner on second and there's 0 outs, your main objective, no matter how you do it, you have to put the ball on the ground on the right side or fly ball to the right side to move. You have to get that runner to third base. So if there's a deep fly ball, that's a run. You have to have productive outs. You can't go up there, bases loaded, watch 3 straight strikes, next guy watch 3 straight strikes, and then the last guy decide to take daddy hacks down 0-2. That is not going to win you games. Simple as that. All right. Chapman, like you already touched on, He is, don't get me wrong, phenomenal pitcher, throws thousands of miles an hour, it feels like. If he's locked in, he's great. But when he's off for weeks. That's not going to cut it, which then ties in with David Bednar. Go ahead if you're going to interrupt.
Now, here's the thing. With Chapman, his stare downs are awesome. He's just like,
yeah, exactly. Like if he is locked, he's good. He will be an asset to the bullpen. When he's off, you got 2 weeks of walks, balls, and just horrible pitching with zero. Well, I'm not even going to say control, zero command. Because you can control the ball in the zone all you want, but if you can only put it in the zone and you can't have good command and knowing where that ball is going to go, you're never going to do anything. So that's that. We'll go to Bednar next. Bednar, I'm sorry, trade him. That's a shock to many.
Yeah.
Trade him.
No. Trade him.
You know how easy it is to stay on literally a 78-mile-an-hour curveball. Does it move a lot? Yes, don't get me wrong. But if I throw you 3 straight fastballs and then you see this curveball go, you're going to be on that, and all you're trying to do is put it on the ground to the right side.
Mm.
Or here's another idea. Maybe, I don't know, throw another pitch other than fastball, curveball. Oh, he has that split finger, though. That split finger is really nice. Yeah, it's really nice whenever Aaron Judge is trotting around the bases after he hit it 500 feet over the river. It's great. So much fun. I love it. Anything else?
Trying out my new mic stand, which is literally my signed baseball for Mitch Keller and Cole Tucker.
Who also isn't with the Pirates anymore?
So I would not be surprised in 2 years if Bubba Chandler is the closer for the Pirates.
Honestly.
I'm not kidding. I would not be shocked because he's in Double A right now. I believe he just got called up a month ago. I would not be surprised if Bubba Chandler takes over that role and David Bednar is gone.
Yep. All right. Here's my next thing. I'm going to stick to the bullpen. That whole Nicholas and Fleming issue where they couldn't throw strikes, like that happens.
Yeah, but
that happens every now and then. But the problem is leaving the guy out there to struggle. No matter how mentally strong you are as an athlete in any sport, if you are struggling we'll say basketball, you're struggling to shoot the 3. Yeah, you want to shoot yourself out of the slump. If you're struggling to throw a strike, you're going to keep throwing until you lock in. If football, you can't catch a pass, you're going to keep getting passes thrown to you till you catch one. That's understandable. But the problem is you have a coach behind you telling you you can do it. You just got to, kind of trying to build you up. Not Derek Shelton. Hold on. 30 straight balls in a row. You get the next one. It's great. You're doing a great job. You'll get the next one.
It's ridiculous.
No. He won't get the next one. You've said that the last 20. He's not going to get the next one either.
Which goes back to, I am glad Pirates fans have finally chanted fire Shelton.
Yeah.
It's about time.
It is. It's about time for Bednar to go too. I already said that. I'll get off that. Now I'll go to hitting. All right. Once again, not an accredited hitting coach whatsoever, but I'm not sure if anybody else has picked up on it. But when Henry Davis is 0-2, everybody throws him a high fastball because with his swing, the only thing he's going to do with a high fastball is hit a mile-high pop-up or swing and miss.
Yep.
That's the only thing he can do.
Yep.
He gets so deep into his backside that he literally, the only pitch he's going to drive out of the park is low or down the middle. Anything above the middle of the plate, we'll say waist area, he's going to swing and miss. All right.
Yep.
I'm going to quick quiz. We have 2 guys on the team batting over 250, which if you're unaware, 250 hitting, it's not great, but it's all right. It's pretty good. I mean, if you're batting 250 to end the season, you're probably not making the All-Star team, but you're going to win some games with that team. The Pirates only have 2 on the roster. Mikey, would you like to guess which 2 they are?
Connor Joe and O'Neill Cruz.
Correct. The only 2 that ever do anything. Brian Reynolds, I will give him some slack. He'll come together. He always does.
He usually does.
His season usually goes like this: a little hump, and then we have a slight drop, and then we get a good couple games, and then we just tank, and then it's like steady increasing with a few humps on and on. He'll get better. He'll get better.
Yep.
There's no worries about that. Hayes will get better too. Like on paper, this team can hit the ball. They're going to be good.
This team, I said it on Facebook, I believe 2 days ago. If you try, this team could win, but they don't.
Mm-hmm.
They don't.
Coaching. It's all coaching.
Exactly. Which is why, once again, Derek Shelton needs to go.
Which, and I understand like the argument, like, yeah, these guys are professionals and they don't need coaches, which I understand that stance. But the problem is, even if the coach doesn't do jack, you still want a coach that you want to play for. Like, do I want to play for the guy that sits there and watches my teammate throw 20 straight balls in a row and doesn't go out and talk to him? No, I don't. I don't want to play for that guy. Do I want to play for the coach that comes out of the dugout and is wringing the umpire's ear off because he made a call that was wrong and we're letting him know that it's not right? Yeah, I want to play for the coach that has fire, not the guy that sits there and twirls his thumbs just waiting to get that paycheck. All right, next order of business. 150 total runs scored this year in 41 games. That means we are a quarter of the way through the season. We are a quarter of the way through the season. Not like, I mean, okay, 18 and 25, 18 and 24, or 17 and 24.
18 for the Pirates record at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
18 and 23.
18 and 23. That, like, okay, you had a one mediocre quarter that's below 500. You flip that around next year before the All-Star break and you're sitting at 500 before the break. That is solid considering what happened last year. But there is only 4 teams that have less than the Pirates total runs scored. It is the Blue Jays, which was a shock. It is the Cardinals, which is not a shock. It is the White Sox, which is also not a shock. That means if you didn't hear me say, the Oakland Athletics have more runs scored than the Pittsburgh Pirates. Yes,
Sounds
the
about
team
right.
that sells 1,000 tickets roughly a night and gets no fan support, and it's pretty much like playing in a COVID stadium. Yeah, that team has scored more runs than the Pirates and has a better record than the Pirates, I believe. And the Pirates lost that series to them. Okay.
Yeah, they got swept. They got swept. They got swept.
The other thing I want to touch on, which this is going to be a little bit of a hot take, O'Neal Cruz, as strong as his arm is, and as good as he's been hitting as of late, he's low-key a liability in the field.
In a way, yeah.
He relies on that strong arm way too much. Like, he doesn't have to charge the ball like some of these other guys, like really charge it. He can charge it just like 2 steps and make the throw and he'll be out. But like last night, that ball that was hit into the gap between third and no, it wasn't that one. It was what was it? The guy beat the throw last night. But it wasn't that play where he had to make. I don't remember exactly what happened, but it was the backhand ground ball that was just a few steps away from him. Instead of charging it and meeting that ball at an angle and making the throw, he sits back there, waits for it, and then tries to throw it a gazillion miles an hour across the infield. And the runner only beat it by half a step. If he takes 1 step, fields that ball, and throws it with some momentum to first, that guy's out. That inning's over. Now, is that a bold take to say he's a liability? Yeah, but I think for somebody that strong, with that strong of an arm and that lengthy of a person that can cover that much ground, there's no reason to have, I think, if I checked correctly, 7 errors through 40-something games. That's all my player rants. Now, here's some other things. They're almost dead last in all offensive categories, which, Mikey, is that a surprise?
No, it's not.
No.
It's not. This team is garbage. This team is absolute garbage.
From my thought, like looking on the outside looking in, I know nothing about what's going on, anything. I'm just like the average Joe Schmo that sits down and watches the Pirates and then goes home sad because they lost, but they expect it, so they're really not sad. The team fights. I mean, if you really think about it, some of them legit are fighting to win. But like I said earlier, who wants to fight for a coach that doesn't care and an organization that doesn't care? Not me. I wouldn't care. I'd be like, yep, pay me. Whatever. I don't care.
Take the paycheck. Guess it's
Yeah,
not.
exactly.
Guess it's
And the
not
other
about
thing,
rings.
exactly. If all phases of their game click, fielding clicks, making the routine plays, making a few extra plays, just doing the stuff you should and being able to make a few of the plays that you shouldn't be able to make, pitching, the bullpen specifically, tightens up a little bit, and they get just a 2 or 3 more timely hits a game. I'm going to say it. Pirates are a 90 win team if that happens.
I don't know, man. It's tough. Like, I had so much. I had so many expectations going into the 2024 season. I said it countless numbers of times. This is the year they need to start competing, and they are not showing that they want to compete at all. At all. There's plenty of time left. There is a lot of games left, but you have to start now. It has to start now. You need to show that you care about winning. I don't know. I don't know, because here's the thing. The first 3 in the rotation of Mitch Keller, Jarrett Jones, and Paul Skeens is nasty. Yeah. Nasty. It's nasty. And then you have everybody else. Everybody else. Obviously, there's some good players that like O'Neal Cruz, when he's hot, Brian Reynolds, like, yeah. But like, when was the last time we had the first 3 in our rotation that was nasty like this?
Probably AJ Burnett, Jeff Locke, and the other guy.
Garrett Cole?
Liriano.
Oh, Francisco Liriano. That's right. So, bottom line, if you put the pieces together, you can win this year. But you have to try. Mediocre baseball is not going to get you wins. So stop playing mediocre baseball and start winning. It's time. With rebuilds, you look at the Rangers, who just won the World Series. You look at the Diamondbacks, who made it to the World Series. How long did it take them to rebuild to get to that point? Not very long. And how long has it taken the Pirates to rebuild?
14 years.
They're still rebuilding.
Actually, 50 years if you're being technical.
They're still rebuilding. No, I'm talking about post Neil Huntington era.
The entire time. I mean, hey, you can say it's because the city, nobody cares in the city, but we all saw that wild card game. That place was nuts.
When Pirates fans show up, when it's exciting, just look. They care. Yeah, you care. Look at Andrew McCutchen's return. I was there. That was the best baseball game I have ever been to in my entire life. Look, it was garbage, but the first 5 innings of Paul Skeens' debut, just look at the fans. Everybody was standing up.
If I wanted to watch a team strike out 50 times, I'd go to my local Little League game on a Friday night and watch the 9 and 10-year-olds.
We can go into we can go into this more on Tailgate Talks this Wednesday. But real quick, just so that I don't forget for this Wednesday, as of right now, to go against Milwaukee Monday through Wednesday, it's going to be Mitch Keller, Martin Perez, and Jarrett Jones. And then in Chicago, starting Thursday, Paul Skeens, Bailey Falter, Mitch Keller, Martin Perez. And it better stay this way when you get into the series against the Giants. Jarrett Jones, Paul Skeens, he better stay at that spot, and Bailey Falter. And then you have 3 against the Braves coming up. So
I agree.
That's coming up.
I think we should sell the team.
Love it.
Wait, we didn't see you. I got this background on. Come here.
Yeah, he's got the background. Go ahead.
Sell the team.
Go ahead, Brian. Sell the team. Sell the team. Sell the team. Get
he came up and he heard us talking about it.
But yeah, we can go into more in depth on Tailgate Talks. I think we should probably wrap this up. But play better. Play better. Oh yeah, wait. Alex isn't here, so Bryce, that means you can do the paper toss if you want to.
All right. Let me rip out a piece of notebook paper.
You have to say his catchphrase. It's "Good night, America." So you're stealing.
Thank you for tuning in. If you're seeing this 30 years down the road, the Pittsburgh Pirates still have not won a World Series. They still suck. and they still can't put runners in scoring position and have productive
Hey,
outs.
hey, am I gonna be Pittsburgh's last hope to bring a championship to Pittsburgh?
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I'm downstairs grinding on MLB The Show 2010. We're bringing Pittsburgh back from the mud. Mikey, I'm telling you, we just got to start stacking cash, and we got to buy the Pirates in 10 years.
Dude, with that AEW contract for me in the future, hopefully, we'll see.
We're going to buy the team. But with that being said, thank you for tuning in. We will see you when the new episode of Tailgate Talks comes out. Good night, America.
Boom.